Hey, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name's Olivia and I'm a gender affirming voice teacher. And I not only work with speech clients, but I also work with singers. I am myself a singer and a songwriter, and that's how I got into this world of gender affirming voice. So singing is a huge part of my life and a really important piece of my teaching. And so today I wanted to share 3 tips on how to feminize your singing voice. So a lot of people ask me, when you're feminizing your singing voice versus your speaking voice, is it the same or is it different? And my answer is yes, it's both the same and different. Now, this of course is not to say that if you are working on vocal feminization in your speaking voice, you must be working on vocal feminization in your singing voice. That's not true. Your voice is your voice, and however you want to express it is totally great. But if you are interested in a more feminine perceived singing voice, I wanted to share a few tips with you here today. So in this video, I'm going to share 3 tips to kind of help you get started on this process of feminizing your singing voice if that is something you're working on. So let's get started. So the first thing to bring to your attention when you're working on vocal feminization and singing is tension. Now, tension is obviously something that we work on in speech as well. But when you think about like what you're doing when you're singing, you're holding long vowel sounds. That's really what you're doing. Just, oh, what a beautiful morning. I'm every mountain. Whatever song you're singing. So we get it. It's lots of big open vowels when you're singing. So that means if you have tension in your jaw, your tongue, or in your neck or shoulders, that can really be an impediment to singing. We want to have kind of secure, open vowel sounds so that your voice can really resonate in a way that's really healthy and that sounds good. So in order to achieve that, we need to relax these muscles that are involved in making these sounds. So the first thing we're going to do is release the jaw. So we're going to do a little exercise where we just chew like we are a cow having a snack in the field. Okay? So we're just going to chew like this. So you can really hear what's going on in my mouth, probably. That's a bit much. But you can also sing while you're doing this. This can be a helpful warm-up exercise that you can put with any number of different exercises. So if I want to sing like an ah vowel, and I could do ya, 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 ya. Yeah, 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 yeah. So here I'm not really super worried about the sound that I'm getting. I'm just worried about kind of releasing the jaw and getting my voice used to my jaw being looser as I'm making sounds. So next we want to release the tongue. So here we're just going to stick the tongue out, okay? The root of the tongue, the kind of back part of the tongue, is a part of the tongue that can really get kind of stuck. The tongue is a super strong muscle. We use it constantly when we're talking and when we're eating, all of these things. So it can get really, because it's so strong, it can really hold on. So what we're going to do is just stick the tongue out as far as it can go for a few seconds. So it'll just be like this. So if that didn't feel like it stretched your tongue too much, you can also put the tip of your tongue behind the back of your bottom teeth and stretch the back forward like this. Sometimes I feel like that gives me a little bit of a better stretch. Next, we want to relax the neck muscles. So we have our larynx in here, which houses the vocal cords. There's lots of ligaments and muscles in here that can tense up. So what we're going to do, I just want you to give yourself a little massage on the sides of your neck. Just loosen that up. You can even go down into your shoulders. And then stretch your head over to one side. And then stretch to the other side. Now we're all stretched out. So tip number 2 is to warm up your entire range. Now this might seem counterintuitive. It might seem like an uncomfortable thing to do. Maybe you're struggling with vocal dysphoria, or you want to hear your voice in a certain way. We can maybe compare this to like working out. Let's say you're working out and you just focus on building your biceps because you want bigger biceps. But if you only work on biceps, the other muscles, and I'm not a personal trainer, but the other muscles are, eventually that's not going to be a good thing because you have to support that muscle with the other muscles in the arm. So let's say you're wanting to get to a higher pitch range. If you're only working on that higher pitch range, it's not going to be sustainable for you. And, ultimately you're not working out the whole body. So it actually is more beneficial for you to work out the whole voice so that you can access the top range. Now, if this doesn't feel good for you, you know what you do? You don't do the stuff that doesn't feel good for you. You can know, okay, maybe a goal of mine down the line might be to expand my range and go down into the low parts of my voice. But if that's not possible for you right now, that is totally okay. So maybe you focus more on the middle register, middle and high, and work on that. Maybe you take things slowly when it comes to going down into the lowest part of your voice. So using exercises like SOVT exercises, a lip trill, straw and water, that's all going to be really helpful when it comes to extending your range up, because we want to mitigate as much tension as possible. So these kinds of exercises will help to, get your vocal cords working efficiently and to relax the muscles around the vocal cords and the larynx. So my third and final tip is to brighten your vowel sounds. So this is similar to what we talk about in speech in terms of resonance and vowel placement. Because when we're singing, right, it's just all vowels. Oh, we're just singing vowels out here. So if your vowels might be a little bit darker, or if you have a little bit more space in the vocal tract, that can lead to a more masculine perceived singing voice. Now, this is not an absolute rule. Take all this with a grain of salt. But in general, we want to move towards slightly brighter vowels that are more feminine perceived. This also varies depending on, what style you're singing and what you're actually going for in your voice. You might not be looking for a Kristen Chenoweth type of, Broadway bright voice, and that's totally fine. It's important to know what you're looking for and find a happy medium that works for you. So you don't want to be absolutely stuck in one position. That can lead to fatigue and strain on the muscles. So you want to be able to be flexible. And what I mean when I say that is be flexible in the larynx position, be flexible in your tongue position and your lip position. All of those things, being flexible is going to help you be more sustainable and keep your voice healthy for longer. So if you are wanting to bring your vowels a little bit brighter, you can think about lifting your tongue into an E position, a little bit more towards an E type of vowel, and that can help to brighten things up. Thank you so much for watching this video. Drop me a line down in the comments and let me know if you have some tips to share or if you have any questions for me. And of course, if you're interested in taking some singing lessons, you can always go down to the link in my description there and sign up for a lesson. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.